So when we first came to view the property, honestly, we walked in the door and it was by far the best property that we'd seen. And I walked in and I could just picture us living in here immediately. I could plan out the whole blueprint of where everything was going to go. And it was really just such an easy decision to make that this is where we wanted to be.
We've been looking at places and I've always wanted kind of that riverside view in London, which is obviously very difficult to get, and we came here and we had a look around, and it's like a little community that's kind of on the edge there with the river and everything, and it kind of just ticked all our boxes. East London is one of those places where it's close enough to be in London and you feel like you're in the centre of things and you get all the kind of benefits from being there, but at the same time, you know, it's a bit further out and it's not as busy as West, and there's a bit of I think a bit more of a relaxed vibe to this part of London now.
Yeah, I think you get a lot more value for your money out here than you do sort of close into the centre. There's still such really good transport links into the centre of London, which I think is really great. My commute to work is actually really lovely because I work just over in Woolwich, so it's only a 40-minute commute, one stop on the DLR, and if I don't fancy the DLR that day, I can just walk for 40 minutes straight, and it's just such an easy journey, and it's so beautiful because in the mornings I've got so many pictures on my phone of the beautiful view over London City in the mornings with the sun coming up.
My commute literally went from an hour and 25 minutes to 20 minutes into Canary Wharf, and it's straight on the DLR, straight into the centre, and you know it's pretty much it makes it much easier to get up for work in the morning when you're heading into the office, so that's good. I think I've probably had about 5 or 6 rental places in about 6 years in London, and you know you get to the end of the lease and you have to renew, and then you have to look for a new place, and you know I think it was time for us to feel a little bit settled somewhere rather than transient and moving around, and I think we feel very settled
really
here, so that's.
The layout of the apartment is probably one of my favourite things because I was pretty adamant to have enough space in the bedroom, which I just find always tends to be the smallest room of a flat in London. So I was really happy with the size of the bedroom, and there's lots of cabinet space and wardrobe space for all of my clothes, which is obviously a big plus. And I love that the bathroom is so nice and modern, it's lovely, it's really spacious, and we have everything that we need. We have such a big living space, and it's so openly laid out. So as well as the beautiful balcony that we have. Wake up in the morning and have a cup of coffee on the balcony. It's probably one of my favourite things to do.
It's a bit of a unique place. You know, you're here on the river, it's quieter, but there's still things going on. We have a food market, you know, we have the pub, there's restaurants opening up, there's a sense of community coming as well. So I think it's really you get all kind of the benefits of living in London, but none of the. I mean, it's not drawbacks to be in the centre and to be in that hustle and bustle all the time, but it's nice to kind of be out of it, come here, and then have that space to kind of breathe a little bit and have that fresh air and that river breeze and stuff, and it is unique.
Buying a house it's a big deal, and I think the Notting Hill Genesis sales team made every moment as easy as possible, and it was absolutely fantastic. It was a breeze. They just made the process so simple and so easy, and it was really just probably the best kind of experience at buying a house that you could possibly have.